Hello, friends, and welcome to Wagmi Tarot's reading for you for the second half of January. And I usually do weekly readings or monthly readings, but I felt called upon to bring you this reading for the second half of January, 15 January onwards. And when I opened the cards, I did find some important messages that could be relevant for a lot of us. It's almost like a heads up. So this reading is like a heads up. It's like, everybody who's watching this, it's like they need to hear this. They need to kind of get this heads up. So I'm delighted to be bringing you these messages from the universe. And if you like my readings, please subscribe to my channel. Please tell me in the comments what kind of readings you'd like to see. And you can also reach me on email or Instagram or Facebook. The details are given below. So please like my video and subscribe to my channel. It really motivates me to bring more videos for you, more messages for you. Okay, so back to this reading. So January 15 onwards, the universe is saying that there are things that you can't run away from. You may be running away from them for a very long time, but no more. So it's not like a continuation of 2020. It's not that. Because, a lot of people have said that we were all running around and we got the time to stay at home and contemplate. Well, it was a little bit forcible. It was for all of us. But over here in the second half of January, it was like the same condition imposed on all of us, okay? But in January, it may already have begun for a lot of people, but a lot of you would be thinking more about where you wanted to be, what you wanted to do, and versus where you are and what you're doing. So this whole concept of the inner child, the real you, your real passions, your real emotions, maybe even suppressed things, a lot of those things, or the direction in life that you always wanted to choose but you haven't. This month is about those things. It's going to push you to think about those things. And when you think about those things, obviously you will find faults in where you already are. And when that happens, of course, there is chaos and conflict like this card shows. And it's not a very pretty card, but this is the overall energy for the second half of January, from 15 January onwards. Chaos and conflict. Once you realize, or once you start thinking on the lines of what you really want to be, what you really want to do, what are the things you've denied yourself, and you start seeing things around you that are not in line, the chaos starts inside you first of all. First of all, it starts inside of you, and you really start brainstorming and thinking about what is your next step, where should you go next, and things like that. And maybe there is a little bit of a dissatisfaction. Maybe you will not suddenly feel very satisfied or comfortable in your surroundings. The thing is that it may be uncomfortable, but this is a very good, motivating, enabling kind of uncomfortable. This discomfort is here to make you see what you were supposed to do and what you're not doing. Okay, so and when you don't feel very settled within yourself, of course you tend to pick small fights, disagree with people around you, etc., etc. And so that is chaos and conflict. That, to my mind, is chaos and conflict. And when a storm comes and you fight the storm, it changes you a little bit. It leaves you with certain skills, it leaves you with certain realizations and things like that. And so this difficult energy is here. You may be feeling opposition from people, and you may be feeling, why are people opposing me? I have always done things right, or I have always given my best. You may be feeling opposition from your loved ones, and you may be wondering why that is, because either they are going through this change about wanting to being where they should be and doing what they should be doing, or it is you, it's happening inside of you, and suddenly you're not seeing eye to eye with everyone. So the tarot is saying, do not be scared, or do not lose control of your peace and of yourself and of your calm in this situation. This reading is being done precisely to give you this warning, this heads up. As I said in the beginning, if this is happening to you, it's okay, because this is the universe's plan. This is exactly how things are moving. A lot of people are going to feel uncomfortable about the work that they are doing, the work situations they are in, the relationships they are in, power dynamics in a relationship, how they look at their health. So this is, I won't call it a warning. A warning is a very heavy word, but I would certainly say that this is a heads up. This is like a signal. And it's this reading is also saying that if you're listening to it, then be assured that this is a path especially designed for you to go through this churn, okay? And as far as work is concerned, I do see this energy playing out in your careers. A lot of people will suddenly experience disruption or discontinuity in what they are doing. Change of departments, new team, change of business plans, change of city, offices, something that you had not foreseen. This is unforeseen, okay? You were very comfortable where you were, and suddenly there is something unforeseen, or you applied for something else and you got called for something else, and you're very confused. You're like, what is this? Should I take it? Should I give it up? What is this? Things like that. A lot of people in relationships are going to be feeling that I have done enough, or they will adopt the no care attitude for their own good. They'll be like, I care too much. There's a lot of emotional burden on me. There is a lot of responsibility on me, and my sacrifices are not making any difference or doing anything to other people to make them share responsibility. So a lot of us will just be like, okay, I'm hanging my boots, or I'm turning indifferent, or a lot of people will kind of change their reactions when they go through this, chaos, this disappointment, and say they really feel that people around them and their families are not coming around or supporting them in a way that they need. People are just going to find it within themselves to do or not do things to balance out relationships. Some people are going to be like, okay, I'm not going to stay in this relationship anymore, it's not working out for me. Some people will be, so basically there's this very deep realization. A lot of people are going to realize what's working and what's not working, and therefore it may be a very difficult time for a lot of us who may feel disappointment, who may feel heartbreak, or they may feel let down or unsupported by their loved ones. In any case, it's a time of realization, and we have to go through this mental churn. And even in health wise, a lot of people will really think deep and hard about their lifestyles, and they'll think about their work, and they'll be like, okay, am I being fair to myself? Is this is this way of balancing my life doing justice to my body? Is it is it doing justice to my emotions, to my emotional health? And over here I also see this whole intertwining of emotional health as well as physical health. You see this balancing act kind of a thing, and this person still seems to be thinking about something else. And so a lot of us will think hard about what is it that we need to balance to get our health back. And health will not just mean physical health, weight loss. All of that is going to change, which means the way we eat, our nutrition, our exercising, the kind of work we choose to do. A lot of us are going to think about revamping a lot of things together. We will start eating what we never thought we will eat for the sake of health, and we will like it. We will do it by choice. We'll be like, I have been wasting time. I have been wasting my health. I have been prioritizing things that are not important. So this month will trigger a change in priorities. You will either be the person that you never thought you would be because you thought that it would be impossible, or you would be the person you always wanted to be but you could never be because circumstances never allowed you to do that, or you thought that those things were very difficult to achieve. And so when we are doing all of this and rethinking, there's another challenge, there's another ball thrown at us. It's a fork in the road. Choice. You have to make a choice. Difficult choices. Okay, so chaos and conflict only happens when two things collide, when you have to make a choice between two important things. And this choice, this fork in the road, will show you the way towards a new future about which you know nothing, which could be dangerous, which could be risky, which could be overwhelming, all sorts of things. It could invoke fear in you, and a past, which was not perfect, but at least you know it. So you will know your options. You will know that if I choose the past, what are its pros and cons? If I choose another road, or the future, or the new opportunity, what are its pros and cons again? And should I choose the new or the old? If I choose the old, then I'm stuck in a time zone, a time warp. I limit myself forever. If I move forward, there are going to be unforeseen risks. So this whole situation, this whole month is really about, would you choose yourself? Would you muster the courage or the strength to make the choices to lead you towards a better life? Leave toxic relationships. Not be scared by a new opportunity that you get, but embrace it. Work hard at it, not resist it. Would you be able to be brave enough and committed enough to choose your body and good nutrition over taste or over habits of having, say, sugar or fried food or whatever it is? Those are just examples. They're not meant to be a blanket statement. It was just an example. All of us have some habits or work or lifestyle that impacts our health. And so fork in the road is also about changing priorities. Would you be brave enough to prioritize what is important now? Would you have the foresight to see it? And if you're presented with the opportunity, will you have the courage? Well, the universe is saying, bring love into the situation. If you want to know what is the best choice for you, ask yourself, where is it that you will be able to love yourself more? What is it that you will do with greater love? Instead of thinking what will be more convenient and how will I or everyone be more comfortable. bring love into the situation is also about thinking out of the box and being the bigger person. Sometimes when there is chaos and conflict, sometimes the people who we least expect to show wisdom show it. Maybe you could be that person. Maybe you could be wiser than someone older in the equation. Maybe you could be someone more confident than, in a new job than a veteran. There are a lot of things. Think out of the box, believe in your creativity, bring creative solutions. We can leave unconventional, we can leave conventional approach behind, tried and tested methods behind, and not be fearful, not be afraid of leaping into the future, of taking the risk. So yes, this month has some really strong energies. There is risk, there is a choice to be made, there is chaos, a lot of internal emotions, all kinds of emotions, all kinds of feelings that people have, and maybe uncomfortable situation, but it all looks like a plan. It all looks like the universe's big plan to me, and I wish strength for you and hope to you and courage to you to be able to go through this. And I think the reading is saying that you don't have to be scared. If such situations arise, do not lose your cool. Just go with the flow and let the difficult emotions pass. Don't suppress them like always. Instead, pay attention to what is not working for you, what is giving rise to such emotions or angst. And the future is calling. When you have a choice, be bold enough to make an unconventional choice, a choice maybe which you know less about but feel good about. If that is the case, please do it. So these are the messages for the second half of January. I hope they were useful to you, and do let me know in comments section below what is it that's happening and how many of you felt these energies or are feeling these energies. With this, I pray that everybody should be happy and healthy in this new year, and I hope you're all having a very good January, and I'll see you soon in the month of February. Bye and take care.